What are the differences between SSAS database dimensions and SSAS cube dimensions? This is not very much a frequently asked interview question, but it's an important interview question. Let's see what are the differences. First, what is a database level dimension or database dimension in SSAS? So when you create any dimension using the wizard, let's say for example, if you go to the Solution Explorer, you can see it here. When you right click and click on New Dimension Wizard, okay, this is the wizard which we use to create the dimensions. So if you create any dimensions by using this wizard, then we call it as a database dimensions. And you can see there are 4 dimensions created, and those database dimensions will be part of the database folder or database tree hierarchy here in the Solution Explorer. So these dimensions are called as database dimensions. Now let's see what are the cube dimensions. The cube dimensions are nothing but the dimension which is added to the cube, to a particular cube. Let's say in this case I have added due date, ship date, and order date, and dim product. Let's say let me remove these 3 guys. Okay, let's say here dim product is the only cube dimension for the cube AdventureWorks DW 2014. Now let's see the differences between these 2 guys. Okay, first, the database level dimension, this is purely independent and it is not dependent on anything. This is the one we are creating at first level, so it is independent. That's one thing. And next thing that you can tell here is the database dimensions can be processed independently. I mean, these are not dependent on anything else. You can process these database level dimensions, whereas the cube level dimensions you can't process. For example, if you take this cube level dimension, you can't process it here. Okay, you have to process the whole cube to make the cube, the dimension also processed. In that case also, the cube level dimensions will not be processed. The database level dimensions will be processed. Now, what is here? The cube dimension. This is just an instance or a copy of the database level dimension. So at first step, people creates the database level dimensions by using the dimension new dimension wizard, and those database level dimensions are used in the cubes. Now, what is the level dimension? Is just like a copy of the database level dimension. So these are the differences you can say. The first thing is this is independent, whereas this is dependent on the database level dimension. If any changes that has been made to the database level dimension, obviously those changes will be applied to the cube level dimension, because this is an instance or a copy of the database level dimension. And the second thing, if you want to process a dimension, then you can process only database level dimensions but not cube level dimensions. It's nothing. It's just as it is a copy. If you process it here, then it will be applied here. Now, if one more point that you have to highlight in the cube level dimension is you can create multiple dimensions, multiple cube level dimensions using one single database level dimension. For example, in this case, if you see dim product, I used dim product in my cube, and this has been cube level dimension. Now I can add one more time the same database level dimension, that is dim product. If I add it, then I have to give a unique name at the cube level. So that means I can create n number of cube level dimensions based on one single database dimension. And also I can use the same database level dimension in multiple cubes that I have in this solution. For example, if I create one more cube using I'm creating an empty cube first, and the cube name is 2014-1, and here again I can add the same dimension which I have added in the other cube. So these are the differences between. See here I have added dim product, the cube level dimension based on the database level dimension. So the cube level dimension is just a virtual copy. It's a copy of the database level dimension. Everything will be in the database level dimensions. The only thing that you can do here is altering a couple of properties, like you can rename the dimension name, and altering couple of very minimal number of properties of these dimensions. Apart from that, the driving point will be always at the database level dimensions. So these are the differences between the database level dimension and the cube level dimension. Hope you understood the concepts and subscribe for more videos on SSAS and SSRS and SSIS interview questions. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.